What's up, my nerds? Welcome back to another episode, First Nerd on the Right. I'm your host, Mr. J. Lovely co-hosts, Alice, baby girl Alice, and my wife, Cleo. I know, it's been a while. If you take a good look at little baby girl Alice, she is huge now. Hi! super responsive now. She's developed so much. Smiling, bunch of teeth. Doesn't stop playing, doesn't stop yelling. So, super fun times with her. I love her, love my family, love my wife. So, today, again, since we're back finally after a good while. Sorry guys, just haven't gotten anything in, or I just been super busy, but we're finally here. We're gonna get to this giant piece that I've been waiting for since last year. Hex Collectibles, 1/8 scale. Namikaze Minato versus Kurama. Man, does this thing not disappoint. I am so happy to get this. It's just amazing. I love it. I'm a big Naruto fan. I'm a big Kurama fan. I've been wanting to get a big giant Kurama like this for a while. I wanted to get the one last year, I believe it was, from, I think it was a Tempo Studio or Cloud Studio. One of those studios had a big Kurama piece that I had to pass on, had to cancel it. But this one I knew I could not pass up on, and man, does it not disappoint. Again, I have Kurama tattooed on my arm. That's how much of a hardcore fan I am. Got Kurama on the t-shirt, and now we have Kurama in person. This thing's absolutely massive, heavy as hell. Minato's cool, don't get me wrong, but we're here for Kurama. At least that's why I got him. Let's get into it. Start off with Minato Namikaze here. Get a little closer look on the face. I think he looks fantastic. He does come with two head sculpts. One has a slightly different look to the face where I feel that it's a bit off, which is why I chose this one. I'll show an image on the screen so you guys can see what I mean. Try to do a little side by side. Personally, didn't like the other one. This one looks great. Got some good detail in the hair. Got some shadowing. Got some oranges in there with the yellows. Looks good. You know, typical hidden leaf outfit, right? The attire. You got the vest, the pants, the bandaging, the kunai on the leg. Pretty cool. Being Minato, he does have those straps on the forearms. That makes him stand out a bit more, right? You know, again, basic sandal shoes, right? Got the exposed toes. You got the inside of his cape with the purplish tone. We come behind, you can see fourth Hokage on his cape. Very cool. Got the whites and the reds. Lots of shadowing, lots of detail. I do appreciate that. Minato does look pretty damn cool. Even at 1/8 scale, the size is not bad. It's pretty large for what he is. We'll have my hand here for reference. Again, I'm 5'9", so it's not exactly a tiny hand that I have. Excuse my finger. I cannot straighten it. But you get my point. For reference, he's pretty big. Now, he does go in with one metal rod here, and he's got a magnet over here. Now, I would take him off, but with one hand on the camera and the other one free to take them out. I do not trust myself. This is, again, very delicate stuff, expensive. I do not feel like breaking anything right now, right? So again, as you saw in the video of putting all this together, there's multiple pieces that go on this these rock formations, right, making this extended stand come out, right? And you know, as we're looking at that, let's take a closer look at more of the base. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory, lots of stone, nothing crazy to look at here. But once you start getting more towards the bottom, we'll start seeing some more cool stuff. You can see that's the Hokage building, right? This is the rooftop up here. This is where you see many times in Naruto, people gather and, you know, have their conversations and whatnot. In this scene specifically, Kurama has destroyed everything. You got more rocks and rubble down here. You start seeing a lot of wood, lots of broken wood walls, it looks like, right? This whole building has been completely flattened with the weight of Kurama. You can see inside, you got more of that round shape to the building. You got more of the white and the red back there. Again, down here, it's just going to be a lot of wood sticking out, right? Lots of joists, lots of wooden planks, lots of stone, just lots of destruction. A lot of these pieces, as you saw in the video, they just go slotted in with some magnets. I'm going to move this around. You can see more of the base. Again, it's just a lot of wood, a lot of rubble just being flattened by the giant Kurama here. Here we got one large piece that sticks out. You can see, you bring it back around, that's where one of Kurama's legs rests on. So it's all by design. I don't know if you can see the inside here. I'll try to give another view from the top, but you see a bunch of houses in there as well. So trying to give you that scene, right? That diorama essence that this is a whole village being flattened, right? It's not just the Hokage building going down, but the entire village of Konoha, right? Again, here we see more of the Hokage building. We got another wall there, another piece here with more of the rooftop here, the wooden roof. So we bring it around. Again, as you can see, you got the big rubble piece making the stand for Minato. Very, very cool. Try to look in there. You can really see more of those houses that are inside. Again, it's those little details that really make it pop, really, you know, tell a story, right? So I'm gonna try to put it in position, and now we're gonna get to the star of this video, Kurama. Man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Get a close-up of the eye there. Look at that. Very well painted, nice and shiny, nice and glossy, whereas the rest of Kurama himself is a more, you know, matted color, making him pop. Lots of detail. So you can see you've got a lot of the fur, a lot of the different oranges and blacks and reds and yellows, just really, really giving him lots of texture, lots of detail. Let's get a close-up of these teeth. I think his teeth come out magnificent. It's got that yellowish tint, right? Very monster-like. Also glossy, making them pop that much more. They look like dinosaur teeth, right? I mean, remember, this is supposed to be a vicious beast. This is a wild animal. They do not brush their teeth, so, you know, makes sense that they didn't go with just full white teeth. So very cool. Lots of detail on the tongue. Look at that. Let's see if I can look a little more inside. Let's try to get some more light in there. Yeah. So, not much going on with the top of his mouth. Pretty flat, right? No detail, no ridges of his gums or anything, which is fine. I mean, you're not really gonna be looking at the top of his mouth. You're looking top down to him, right? So all the detail is gonna be on the bottom. So makes sense that you see a lot of the tongue. Very cool. And since we're here already, this is a Tailed Beast bomb. It's glass, it is light up. I will show you guys what it looks like lit up. Now, it does have a little switch on one of the tails. You can see it right there. That little black thing popping up in the bottom. It does have a USB port as well. Well, micro USB, right? So you can charge it. I believe this is battery powered. It's not exactly just straight wall charged, right? So I'm gonna try to turn it on. Boom, look at that. That's nice. It's actually pretty strong. Stronger than I thought it would be. You know, gotta give it to it. Licensed products do have higher quality. I have a couple other light up statues here that don't have quite as much in the quality section of that, but this one I will give it to them. Looks pretty cool. I am happy that it can run without being plugged in, because I'll show you guys a little video of what it looks like with the cord here. Not a fan. I don't know why they would put it there. Kind of sticks out too much. I feel they should have put it more behind the tail or something, less visible. So you kind of have to hide it around the diorama itself so you don't see it, if you do go that route. Now let's continue with the rest of Kurama here. So since we're here, let's look at one of his arms. It's gonna be his left arm and his left hand here. Very, very cool. Now these nails are flexible. Let me try to show you here. They do move. So I think that is by design, so you don't break those nails, because they're pretty sharp and they're fairly long. So I do appreciate that that is the case. Thankfully nothing came broken. There are some issues which I'll show you guys a little later in the video. But so anyways, he goes resting here. We got the main body here. Lots of detail again. Lots of oranges, lots of accentuating the muscles and the movement, lots of fur, lots of sculpting. Whoever designed this Kurama did a great job. I really enjoy it. The body is all one piece. The tails and the head are separate. And these tails are absolutely massive. Look at these things, guys. Again, I'll put my hand for comparison. It's big. This is not your tiny little statue, guys. This thing is freaking huge. Long ears on Kurama look great. Freaking love this thing. The Nine Tails is one of my favorite creatures of all anime time. I love it. So let's go around to the back. Again, you can see more of those massive tails, right? You got 3 tails right here. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely huge. Put my hand here again. Massive, massive, massive. Now, back here, you see, like I showed you before, one of his hind legs is resting there. All of the tails go inserted back here into his, basically his butt, right? Now, I'm gonna talk to you guys about one thing I did notice, is that there is a weak point to these tails, unfortunately. Now, I don't know if you can see that. that we got cracks. You got these massive tails. They're big, they're wide, they're heavy. And then they get thin as they get closer to the being inserted over here in the butt section. So right in that transition from fat to thin, that's where you get these weak points, these stress points. And it starts cracking. Now I'm hoping that these things have steel rods inside of them and they're stronger than they look, but that is most definitely a weak point, and you get those cracks in a lot of different places in the same place but different tails, right? So right there, crack in the same place, guys. Not a fan of having things crack, right? At least nothing's broken, like I said, which is great. Okay, let's try to see up here from up top. Again, you can see the crack there. I know probably 7 out of the 9 tails came with cracks in the same areas. I think this section here is the only one that I didn't see cracks on specifically. Now, again, like I said, hopefully they're not hollow or anything like that. I hope they do have some sort of structural support inside, so these things do not break on me over time. Now, the one that I see that does have the strongest crack of all, I'm probably going to put some foam inserts in there, try to relieve some of that pressure, just for my own, my own sake, just to be on the safe side. I really don't want to wake up one day or just have something break on me. I'll literally cry. But yeah, you can see down here, more cracks, paint chipping off. Sucks. It's not a shipping issue. It's not a vendor issue or anything like that. This is most definitely a design flaw. I don't know if that's why this was delayed for as long as it was, because this was supposed to come out last year. And if this was the case, I can definitely see why. Very ambitious, very cool. I love the design. I love having the fat tails going thinner. It works aesthetically. Looks great. It's beautiful. But statue wise, I can see why those areas become stress areas. So it's just something to keep in mind, something to I don't want to say worry about, but just something to keep in the back of your head. Try to relieve that pressure if you can. I'm going to put little foam inserts in there. You're not going to see it anyways, it's on the back. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Other than that, this statue is absolute perfection, had no defects, nothing at all. Beautiful, beautiful. You got the rest of the tails here. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I got carried away with just explaining the design flaw on that. But man, all in all, this is a beautiful piece. Absolutely enormous. It's got to weigh at least 100 pounds or so. It's big. Definitely not something you want to be moving around. I don't even know how I'm gonna put this in a Maji case whenever it does arrive. I'm gonna have to take it apart as much as I can. Be super careful, because these things, they basically rest on top of each other. The more you move it, the more you can scratch something. I don't want to crack any more paint. But this thing is gorgeous. It's big. It's definitely my second biggest statue after the Jurassic Park diorama over there. So happy I got it. So that's basically it on this big statue here, this big diorama. Hope you guys enjoyed that review. I absolutely love it. I don't know who's on the fence on whether they should get it or not. I think obviously get it. If you're a big Naruto fan, this is definitely a piece to have. Right, Alice? Yeah, she likes it. Right? Yeah, I see you. Now, obviously, this is expensive. Retail, it's going for $1,200 plus shipping. The shipping is what's gonna get you. Shipping's expensive. This comes in 2 massive boxes. Probably biggest boxes I have. Even the big Jurassic Park diorama came in 4 big ass boxes, but these are even bigger than those. Granted, it's not 4 boxes, it's 2, but these are 2 big freaking boxes. They're huge, super heavy. Like I mentioned before, this thing is easily 100 pounds, easily, if not more. I know my Madara, he was definitely over 70 pounds, like around 75 pounds. And this thing is much heavier than that. If I had to guess, it had to be anywhere between 100 to 110 pounds. It's a big boy. The base is massive. The body is super heavy as well. It's got good weight to it. It's very well balanced. It's not going anywhere. I love it. I got mine specifically from specfiction.com. Todd over there took care of me. I got it at a very good price. Shipping was expensive though. Like I said, I think I paid like around $480 for shipping. So definitely around $1,500 and some change altogether. After all is said and done. I know I originally had this pre-ordered on Sideshow. Luckily, since it was delayed, I was able to get my entire refund. And I'm glad I did, because now that it's available on Sideshow, it's unfortunately very expensive. Their shipping is $200 more. So I paid around $480. They want around $600 something, guys. So shipping is expensive. So all in all, you're looking at around $2,000 to get something like this. Unfortunately, it's expensive out there, guys. Shipping is no joke. But if you have the funds for it, if you had this on a payment plan like I did, this is definitely a piece to have. It's absolutely massive. Like I said, it's so beautiful, guys. I freaking love the Ninetales so much. Hopefully my daughter won't grab Minato right now. She's looking, but she didn't. Good girl. Give you one last little turn around here. My turntable and this little desk that I use can barely hold this thing, by the way. I'm scared to even moving this. Luckily it is tempered glass, but still. I love it. Absolutely love it. What do you think, Cleo?
Yeah, it's huge and beautiful. It's expensive, like you said, but no. If you're a fan, just go for it.
Exactly. Now I was between getting this or the life-size beta. Obviously I'm a huge Jurassic Park guy as well, but thinking about what the shipping will be on the beta, I just couldn't justify. At least not right now, in my point in my life, paying $4,000 for a statue. It would have been $3,000 for beta, and something that big, shipping, especially from Queen Studios, it's gonna be one big wooden box most likely. So we're probably looking at around $1,000 just in shipping. It's a lot of money. That's definitely, you know, rich boy status if you can afford that. I would love to, but I'm not there yet, guys. I cannot. So thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know when the next one will be. Hopefully, I'm trying to figure out a way to be able to do more videos. I've just been super busy. And again, I have other, I want to buy a house, so my funds aren't as loose as I wish they were. Right, Alice? Yeah. So unfortunately, my pre-order lists have become much smaller. I have some Iron Studios, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World and Jurassic Park stuff on pre-order, which should be releasing the next couple months or so, right? So that'll be next. I ended up canceling Gara because I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram, but Pixar Studio just released their big 1/6 mega scale Sasuke Uchiha with the full Susanoo. And sorry, but Sasuke with full Susanoo beats Gara. I had to cancel Gara, unfortunately.
If you don't follow, go over there and...
Yeah, if you don't follow my Instagram, I post more there, obviously. It doesn't cost me money. I don't have to buy new stuff to post stuff on Instagram, right? It's better. On YouTube, this is a review channel. and I need things to review in order to make videos, right? But I am trying to figure out a way in between. Maybe, I don't know, make some sort of like end of the week video where I talk about stuff, or make some sort of like little podcast type thing, right? Where I can just get a couple of my buddies and just nerd out about movies, anime, collectibles, video games, all that type of stuff. I don't know. I want to do something more, you know? I love doing the review channel, but I feel like I just don't have enough content.
Yeah, give us our opinion.
What do you guys think we should do? What would be a good way to increase our you know, our uploads, right? What would you guys like to watch? What would you guys like to talk about? Because I just can't afford, unfortunately, to buy a million things to make reviews every week of. As much as I wish I would, I just can't. Not right now. Maybe in the future. But I do want to make more videos in general. So anyways, thank you. Thank you for sticking by. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow us if you don't mind. Doesn't take too long, and we do have cool stuff that we always talk about. Follow my Instagram. I post more there. And stay tuned for the next one, guys. See ya, my nerds.
Bye.